sure you know what I mean. Luka, Kyrie, Clay, and Spencer about to be cooking. We told Nico run it back, and that's what he doing. They said they wanted magic, well, that's what they brewing. Lively on Max Magic, got her ready to prove it. Queen on the rap, and too much on the beat. Yeah, we 10 toes down. We stand on 2 feet. And we said Nico run it back. I think he know what we need. He said we standing on business. There's no I in team. Oh, well, y'all be back. We standing on business. Yeah, we back to winning this. Team back to the gym. We going hard out doing fitness. Let the haters be a witness. We made it to the finals. Now we back to winning. We talking the Mavs. Baltimore, Dallas, London, the Philippines. You're on the right channel. These are your hosts, your boys. It's Relle King. WTM. The feeling, send them what you think. But keep it cool and respectful. I'm sure you know what I mean. We talking the Mavs. We talk the Mavs. We talk Mavs. Oh, we talk Mavs.
Yes, sir. Glow Yard, YouTube, Glow Yard Game, MFFLs, podcast listeners all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of We Talk Mavs, where we talk Dallas Mavs from a fan's perspective. Well, it was a game today, guys. It was a game. I don't even know if it's really too much to talk about, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this real quick, man, to let everybody know before I get started.
Warning, shots will be fired during this presentation.
Yeah, it's one of them games. Listen, man, it is your boy Relle, man. I'm riding solo today. My partner is out today. Listen, if you guys are brand new to the channel, if you're still a Mavs fan out there, I know it's only the second game, but hopefully nobody's jumped off the ledge. But there definitely are some things to talk about from this game. But if you are a Mavs fan, guys, do us a huge favor and hit that subscribe button, man. Join us here as we talk about all things Dallas Mavericks. Also, too, man, everybody hit that like button for me tonight, man. Please hit that like button for me. We'll definitely appreciate it. As your boys ride solo, dolo, low tonight, man. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, it's a late one tonight. Like I said, I'm riding solo. I'm probably not gonna take any questions and comments tonight. I'm gonna try to make this a pretty quick show tonight. But if any super chats come in, y'all know we got to address the super chats. So if any super chats come in, I'll take the super chats. But other than that, man, I'm just gonna kind of give my take on this game. I don't even know if it's gonna be a game ball. I'm not gonna lie to y'all tonight, man. It was bad. But I'm gonna give my take. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty much all I can say, man. I'm still lost for words what I saw tonight, man. It wasn't a good game. I know a lot of people have their opinions about what happened tonight. I definitely have mine. Watched it with the Glow Yard today on Playback. So shout out to Playback. I know when a lot of people weren't happy, so I get it. I definitely get it. But listen, before I get into it, man, let me go ahead and take a real quick second, man, to show some love to the sponsor of this channel, man.
A huge thank you goes out to FANATICS for continuing to sponsor the channel. If you're looking for the latest Mavs gear, NBA gear, or merchandise in general of any other sports team, check out FANATICS and be sure to use our custom link on the screen and always in the show's description. If you're currently watching the show, scanning the QR code on the screen is the easiest way to get the link. And Glow Yard, this season is looking to be a special one.
Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, it's not too late to copy some brand new Mav merch, y'all. It's not too late to copy some new Mav merch. Just scroll on right there down to the description box, right to the link to FANATICS, and go ahead and have at it, man. You guys that would not only help you guys to get you the Mav merch that you are dreaming of, but it also helps that channel out here, man, in a special way, man. So we definitely would appreciate that. So scroll on down to FANATICS, man, and go ahead and get your shop on. All right, man, I'm about to get into the takeaways of the game. Listen, y'all. Let me go ahead and put this in y'all's face, man, because it shouldn't just be me knowing this. I think everybody should know this, man. Everybody should see these stats, man. I shouldn't suffer by myself. We all need to be suffering. So here are these stats right here, y'all. Dallas loses 114-102 to the Phoenix Suns Field goal percentage, Dallas 39%, Phoenix 45%. 3-point percentage, Dallas 31%, Phoenix 35. Free throws, Dallas shot 15 to 18 for 83. The Suns shot 28 of 37 for 75. Rebounds, surprisingly, Dallas only lost by 1, 46 to 47. Offensive rebounds was 12 to 7. Dallas, surprising on that too. Defensive rebounding, the Suns won 40 to 34. Let me see. Let me show one more stat. Let me see what we got here, y'all. The foul discrepancy was 28 to 17. Kind of get on that a little bit too. Fast breaks was 4 to 18. We didn't play our game today, so that really took us out of our pace, the way we like to play. But I'm gonna get into all that. So yeah, man. I don't even know where to begin. I really don't know where to begin. We played bad, y'all. We came out flat. No energy, no effort. I got the trash can juice shirt on for a reason. We played like trash today. I know people like to just point out one person. This is the fault. This guy is the reason why all these things are happening. It's not one of them cases today. This was on everybody today. And I'm talking about from the coaching staff all the way down to the players. It was on everybody today. Nobody showed up. I mean, I know we got some people on here like Luka and them with the points and all that stuff. There were moments Luka's defense didn't look that great. He was a little lax on corner three defense. Kyrie just looked off today. He's missing a lot of chippies. The defense assignments today was trash. A lot of backdoor cuts, a lot of wide open threes. It's like people weren't communicating. Our centers look bad today. Gaffer was missing a lot of bunnies around the rim. I know Lively was in foul trouble, but that was only half of it. He didn't look great today. The strength of our team is, being physical and dominating in the paint. We didn't do that today. Like I said, I know a lot of people want to blame the referees. Trust me, if you was on Playback with us, that was one of the issues I was having was the referees, but that wasn't the only thing. They let the referees take them out of the game today. Just killed the whole entire momentum of the game. Phoenix is not a physical team at all, and I feel like they out physicaled us today. Nurkic looked like Arvydas Sabonis. He looked like Prime Shaq. He looked like the Dikembe Mutombo, whatever Hall of Fame center you want to name. It's what Nurkic looked like today. What else? Maxi Kleber got hurt today, per usual. I mean, it's starting to become a regular now. Y'all know my feelings on the whole Maxi Kleber thing. I'm not going to really get into all that. The one thing I know I didn't like in the game is the fact they had that stretch there in the third quarter where kid went small and put Maxi Kleber on Nurkic, and he was just looking like prime, Patrick Ewing or whoever, Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, whoever you want to name. He was looking like it today. We just played soft. We played small today. Our wings didn't show up. PJ and Najee did not show up. I don't know why Quentin Grimes didn't get the minutes he's supposed to get. Who else? I mean, Clay played okay today, man. He didn't play too bad. He pretty solid. If anything, I think he probably the only one I didn't have too many problems with today in this game. Like I said, just got bullied today, man. We just came back. You would think that we were the team that was coming off a back-to-back and not the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns were coming off a back-to-back. You can't tell. You let these guys talk trash to you. You let them take you out your game. We just look sloppy today. Ball movement seemed to stop. We would get beat on leak outs. It was not a good game today at all, y'all. It was bad all around. Look, I don't know if it's because the Mavs are starting to drink their own Kool-Aid as far as what they did against the Suns. The Spurs, or what. But look, you being a Western Conference, champions, the fact that Vegas has y'all, high on the board as far as one of the teams to win a championship. A lot of people are starting to notice you, especially after that game y'all played against the Spurs. You're going to get all these teams' best punch every night. You're going to get it every night. So you coming out lackadaisical, just like, well, you're going to go through emotions. It's okay. We got it. Don't worry about it. You can't do that. And I think this is one of the things I've talked about here over the last I mean, pretty much the whole entire offseason I talked about this. I talked about the fact that Dallas needs to come out the gate aggressive. Not none of this wait 20 game stuff and none of that, right? You got to come out the gate aggressive. And I don't know. Usually I would say, these first handful of games, I would kind of put it on Kid. I'm not putting it on Kid, y'all. I know a lot of people want to kill Kid today. That's fine, whatever. I'm not doing it. The team got to come out there and they got to want it. I did not watch that game today, especially going into the third quarter and coming out of the third quarter, going into the fourth. The team didn't show me they wanted it. Nobody was aggressive today. I'm just keeping it real, y'all. I'm just keeping it 98 plus 2, y'all. I mean, it is what it is. I did not. This is probably the first time since before we made the trade that I looked at this game and I had that feeling like we were going to lose. Last year we struggled going into the fourth quarter, whatever. I always had that feeling like, we're going to pull it out, right? Went 32 and 32-9 in clutch games. I'm sorry, 39-2 in clutch games. I didn't feel that today. The offense felt a little clunky, felt a little stagnant. Nobody could get it going. We didn't take advantage on Nurkic being the center for the Phoenix Suns by attacking the basket. We didn't do any of that. We completely went away from what we're known for. Dallas has been struggling on the pick and roll lob game for the last 2 games. I felt like today a lot of times they were trying to force the lobs instead of just taking what the defense gives you. The corner threes were atrocious today. Nobody could hit their corner threes. Like I said, I think the only guy, matter of fact, let me look at this one more time so I can get this right. Clay shot was at 5 for 12. Yeah, Clay shot 5 for 12. Luka shot 5 for 13. Kyrie shot 2 for 5. The others, PJ went 1 for 5. Cleveland went 0 for 1. Najee went 0 for 2. Let's see, who else am I missing? Grimes didn't shoot any. Of course, Lavi didn't shoot any. And Hardy went 0 for 3. It was bad, man. It was bad. So, I don't know, man. I know it's just the second game. I'm not gonna press the panic button. I'm not that crazy. I know some people are ready to jump off the ledge after 2 games. Like we ain't got 80 games left. But it's games like this, man, you got to take advantage of, especially when this team is coming off a back-to-back. And they've been struggling in the third quarter. He definitely should have took advantage of that, especially for us being a good third quarter team last year. Last year and in last game, we saw what we did in the third quarter. Should have took advantage of that. They didn't do it. Settle for a lot of jump shots, man. Just didn't play physical. And it felt like when you tried to play physical, the referee stepped in. But, sometimes you kind of got to go above that, man. Just like I said, there was plenty of opportunity. Dallas was just missing layups and missing shots they normally shoot or normally make. It just didn't look good today. If it's the fact that, we still having issues with our chemistry, Dallas is going to have to figure that out very fast. And for me, I figure they need to figure it out sooner than later. Because I feel like a lot of these teams are still trying to figure out things. So it'd be best time for you to figure it out first. Kind of get your momentum, get a run going here, man, and kind of establish yourself early. That's one thing Dallas has not done, especially in the Luka era. We have not established any type of run or anything early in the season. They always like after Christmas or after January 1st or whatever, right? Where we finally clicking and we finally, doing our thing or whatever. But I think this is the year we have to, man. Especially, look, it's not just because, you want to be on the top of the West or anything like that. I've said this a million times. As we've said this a million times. If you want Luka to be in that conversation for MVP, this is where it has to happen early in the season. There were times that Luka they didn't even look at Luka's way because they felt like Luka came out the gate slow, which a lot of times it wasn't Luka coming out the gate slow. The team just didn't, what hurt or whatever the case is, right? He's keeping the team afloat, but they don't look at it like that. But in their eyes, they feel like Luka came out the gate slow, right? Which is why you always heard us put emphasis on like, yo, Dallas, you gotta establish yourself for early, man. And I heard Tim Legler kind of mention that too. Tim Legler said that on his show. Dallas got to come out the gate. You got to come out the gate aggressive. You got to, and so like I said, it's times like this you have to. And then it's the schedule we have going, like, starting the season is not going to be easy either. So, you gotta take advantage when you can, man. Um, like I said, I'm not gonna say it's the end of the world. I am a little upset on how they play. Like when we lose games like this, I'm not so much upset because we lost. I'm upset how we lost. Especially when you lose in a way that is pretty much the opposite of how you've been playing. Like you playing out of character and you lose, that's when I'm mad. Like those are the games that I don't like. It's like you know what you're supposed to do. This is not you. You're making mistakes. You're lax on defense. You're not being physical. You're missing chippies. You know what I'm saying? Like you're doing the stuff that's the strength of your team, the strength of your identity, and you're not playing to that. That's the part that gets me. And so that's the part that makes me mad. Not the fact, like I said, I get frustrated. Like if we were kind of, playing our game and they're playing their game, we were just going back and forth. We lose, chalk it up, we lost. Dang, it's messed up. But when you lose playing in a way that you're known for not playing, that's the part that frustrates me. And that's what I felt today. This was a frustrating game to watch. It was not a fun game to watch. It wasn't. It just, like I said, it just felt like there was no energy. We just lacked something. Um, we need to, I don't know. We gotta do better, man. I don't know what that one thing that we can do that's gonna make us better, but we gotta do something, man. We gotta come back. Just come with energy, y'all. Come with energy. You know, establish your dominance. Dallas is a physical defensive team. We saw that last year. You got more physical defensive players. This is why we picked up a Grimes. This is why we picked up a Najee Marshall. These guys are more physical and more defensive. You got to capitalize on the paint. That's what we were known for. You operate in the paint, that opens up your shooting game. And Dallas just went straight to shooting threes. Like once Phoenix started shooting threes, we're gonna start shooting threes. And that took us out of a rhythm. It took us out of our game. And so I don't know. They gotta have to change that up, man. I don't know what we're gonna do in this next game as far as our lineups because Master Cleaver got hurt tonight. So I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know if that means old Matt's gonna get some minutes or something at the 4, or they're gonna just slide Najee at the 4. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. Um, I just wish that kid would not play with the lineups as far as like in today's game when you had Maxey in there for that long and he just kept going to Nurkic and he just kept taking advantage of that size. It's like you pick these two centers up, which is pretty much like I said, the physicalness, the inside presence and stuff. That's our identity. Why don't you just stick with that? Especially when you seen the dude getting cooked in the paint. It's like, yo, you put a bigger body on this guy. You got Gafford. At that time, he only had one foul on him. You know what I mean? Like I know Lively had 3, but Gafford had 1. It's like you called the timeout, but then you kept Maxey out there. It's like, bro, you gotta come on, man. Don't do this now, kid. Like I know I joked about it on the last show. We talked about these guys getting 10% to 15% better. And I felt like Kid needed to do that too. Well, maybe Kid did do that. I said that in the last game. But these are moments right here, man. You got to show that you've gotten 10% to 15% better as a coach. You got to stop falling in love with Maxi Kleber, man. I'm sorry. You got to stop doing it. You got 2 centers now. There's no excuse. And so we got dominated by one guy in this game, man. That was Nurkic. Kevin Durant came in the fourth quarter. He looked fresh. Devin Booker wasn't really a big threat until late in the game. No Bradley Beal, no Grayson Allen. I mean, like I said, we just came out flat, man. I really think Dallas walked into this game with the mindset of like, yo, we got this, man. It's no big deal. And it's like, man, listen, if you want to be one of those teams, you got to change your mentality, man. We can't keep having the same mentality that we've had over the last 6-7 years with this team, man. If you want to be looked at as one of those teams, you got to change your mentality. You got to start coming out more aggressive. Start attacking people first. Start with your dominance first. Don't play to see what they're going to do first, man. Establish your dominance first. They got to start doing that, man. I mean, like I said, other than that, man, I ain't got, like I said, I ain't got too much. I like I said, probably the only person I would say I really had too much of an issue with was probably Clay. There were a couple shots Clay took that I wish he would just like literally just caught it and shot it instead of catching it. He hit that one dribble and he shoot it because the first time he did it, he caught the ball, hit the dribble, and it's like as soon as he dribbled it, it's like he kind of did like a little scoop back with his feet and then shot it, which felt like it took him out of his rhythm. Then later on in the game, he did it, I think, a couple times in the fourth quarter where he did the little one dribble wide open and just shot it. Instead, like, look, just catch it and shoot it, Clay. You wide open. I think you understand now. I think a lot of people kind of were saying that, he did it in that first game because, he was not expecting to be that wide open. Listen, you're playing with two guys who create a lot of gravity, man. You're going to have to get open. You have to get used to that, man. You're going to be open a lot. Just take advantage of that. You don't have to put the ball on the floor or nothing like that, man. You just catch it and just release, man. But listen, a lot of this too has to do with the fact that, man, we're still trying to get used to each other. Like I said, first game, we did pull the game out, right? Luka, it took the team, not just Luka, it took the team to kind of get used to each other that first half against the Spurs. It felt like the first half in this whole entire game today. Like I said, hopefully, man, I'm hoping it don't take 20 games like it normally does. I'm hoping it takes at least 5 games, y'all. I hope it at least takes 5 games. We got to get this right now. Get it right now, right? Because I'm telling you, you got a prime opportunity to kind of position yourself as one of the elites in the West right now. If you just kind of take care of your business early in the season, establish yourself early in the season. Don't wait till December and January like they normally do, right? Just establish yourself now as one of those teams. I don't even know who we play next, y'all. I apologize. Let me see real quick. I know this ain't professional. Who we play? Who do we play? Now watch this. Okay, never mind. I'm about to say, oh man, hold on, y'all. Whew. Well, speaking of back-to-backs, y'all, we play the Jazz tomorrow. So this is gonna be interesting. Are we gonna get the Maverick team that's going to, be the dominant team that we think that they can be? The team that we heard a lot of people talk about after that Spurs game? Or are they going to be the team we saw tonight? That's going to be the question. Because right now, I can't tell y'all. I hope they do. I mean, like I said, you got your first few games is not going to be favorable. Like I said, you played San Antonio just last game. You play Phoenix today. You play Utah tomorrow. And then you play Minnesota, Houston, and Orlando. Those are the next 3 after that. So it's not going to be easy. Any of these, you play Indiana. I think the next quote unquote easy team is going to be Chicago on the 6th of November. So it ain't going to be easy, y'all. You got to take advantage of these games, like I said. And most of these are home games. So, matter of fact, all of them are home games except for that Minnesota game. So, yeah. Definitely got to take advantage of it, man. I mean, it's pretty much all I got, y'all. Ain't too much to praise tonight. So, we'll just have to see if Dallas can bounce back tomorrow, man. Hopefully they get a good night's rest. Come out with a better mind frame, better attitude, all that stuff, man, tomorrow, man. Hopefully. But we see they play Utah tomorrow. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm definitely not going to say free bingo space because, I mean, we still got to make sure this team is locked and loaded before we start saying they're ready to beat these up lower seeded teams and stuff like that, man. So, because usually the lower seeded teams against us, those dangerous teams, they come out with a lot of energy, man. They ain't got nothing to lose, so they're going to just go out there and play free. So, we're going to see. We're going to definitely see. But, yeah, man, I guess I'll give out the game ball, y'all. But before I do that, man, let me show some love real quick, man, to the app that we use today to watch the Mav game, and that's Playback.
Are you looking for a place where you can watch every Mav game this year, live, including the pre and postseason? We talk that. How about old school basketball matchups from the 90s and early 2000s? We talk that as well. Do you watch wrestling and other things? Well, we talk about those too. If you do, Glow Sun Production on Playback is where you want to be. The app is 100% free and we have plenty of VIPs. So why haven't you joined us yet?
Listen, if y'all not doing this, man, y'all need to go ahead and do this, man. Listen, follow us on Playback. Follow us on Playback, man. It's absolutely free. You download it wherever you get your apps from, man. That's where we stream all the Mav games. That's where all the Glow Yard is at, man. We all congregate there, man, and watch the games and just talk about the games. And like I said, I know today wasn't a fun one, y'all. I know, but it's gonna get better, y'all. It's gonna get better. The team just got to start clicking, man, and get used to each other and all that stuff, man. Kind of just get over the jitters and all that stuff, man. It should be fine. But yeah, follow us on Playback, y'all. Follow us on Playback. It is absolutely free. Just download it wherever the apps are, man. We stream not only the Mav games, man, but we also stream wrestling events there. And me and King also do classic NBA basketball games on there, man. So y'all got to follow us for all that. And we are under Glow Sun Production on Playback. All right, man. Let me get to it. Let me get to this. I'm gonna give you out a game ball. I'm gonna give out a game ball, but instead of shout outs for the positive, I'm gonna give some shout outs for what I want to see from these people, man. All right. So let me start with PJ, man. PJ looked good in the preseason game that he played, right? The last preseason game. Or the last two preseason games. He played one or two. I can't remember. I think it was two. But the preseason he came back, right? He looked good, right? He looked good in those. I think it was two preseason games. But these first two games, he looked solid last game. It wasn't like nothing to write home about. He looked solid. This game, man, I need PJ to be. I need PJ to stay aggressive, man. I need him to be a little bit more aggressive. I need him to be a little bit better on connecting on those corner threes, man. Because we all know PJ is going to get a bunch of corner three opportunities. I also want to see the aggressiveness on the defense. The PJ that we saw last year, man, that was known for PJ. That's the PJ I'm looking for, man. I want him to have that identity again this year for a full season with a training camp with this team. That's the PJ I want, right? So just to be aggressive with PJ. Also, too, same thing go with Najee Marshall, man. I don't know. I don't know if it's the way they're using Najee, but it feels like Najee is playing out of place, if that makes sense. Not as far as a position or anything like that. Just feel like he's not being utilized correctly, I guess you could say. I just need Najee to just be patient, let the game come to him, because I feel like he feels like he has to make a play to kind of show everybody, look, I'm out here. Look, we talked about it before. I remember those games last year where PJ didn't score a lot of points and all that stuff, but guess what? He gave you the defense and he gave you the rebounding. That's what I want to see from Najee. We brought you in here, man, to kind of be that guy. Not only that, you can make plays occasionally, right? He can make plays. So that's just an added dimension on top of what we are asking you to do. I ask you to be that defensive wing with PJ and also hitting your corner threes, hitting those timely buckets. And that's all we need him to do, man. And plus, when you go to the basket, Najee, gotta be aggressive. Gotta be aggressive, man. And there's too many times, man, I'm seeing Najee miss these bunnies. He not going up strong. All that, man. Like we need the Najee. I need the Najee I saw in New Orleans. That's a Najee I need. And if we can get that Najee, man, I think we're gonna be good, y'all. We're gonna be good. Jaden Hardy. I don't think let me see how many minutes Jaden Hardy have. Okay, he played 13 minutes. I'm just gonna chalk up tonight as far as him playing bad. Like, it was everybody's playing bad, so I'm not gonna really kill Jaden too much. He had 0 points. He didn't really put up. Matter of fact, he took 3 threes. Which I feel like a lot of those threes, a couple of those threes he took was more out of the rhythm of the offense. He's like, let me save the offense by hitting this type of three. I think with more spacing and more opportunity, the overall team playing a little bit better, I think he'll play better. So I think he'll be fine. Um, he was a little aggressive on defense today, so I'm not mad at Jaden Hardy for that today, man. So shout out to him. Daniel Gafford, man. Listen, Daniel, listen, man. I remember last year you were a guy that almost broke Wilt Chamberlain's record for most field goals made in a row. You were solid around the rim. You were cash money for the 9-9 and the 2000 around the rim. You've been missing bunnies. Bunnies, and I ain't talking about bugs. You out here missing bunnies, my guy. I mean, I need that aggressive, yelling in your face Gaff. I need that energy. I need that physical Gafford in the paint, man. That's what we need. That's what we need. But yeah, Gafford, got it. Come on, Gafford. I know you can do it, man. I know you can do it. Kyrie Irving. Kyrie. It's looking like. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought Kyrie was in mid-season form in the 2 preseason games he played. I thought he was in mid-season form, couldn't miss a bucket. So I thought that would translate over into this season. First game he played okay. He wasn't Kyrie. Then today he missed a few that he normally makes, right? It feels like maybe Kyrie is still trying to feel his way. But like I said before, with Kyrie, you're being our second option. We need you to be a little bit more aggressive sometimes, especially when you see the offense is a little stagnant. If the offense is stagnant, you don't want Luka to just hold the ball and dribble it and all that stuff, right? You want him to help move the offense and keep the offense flowing. And that's what we need from Kyrie, man. Just need Kyrie to stay aggressive, man. I like the Kyrie that put pressure on the opposing defenses. That's the Kyrie I like. I like when Kyrie was doing what he was doing there in the playoffs, where, yo, listen, I'm coming at the gate and I'm coming for your neck, right? Like, that's the Kyrie I like. I want the aggressive Kyrie. I want the killer Kyrie. I want the Mamba mentality Kyrie. That's the Kyrie I want. And so that's what I want Kyrie to do going forward, man. I understand, like, he's a little older now, still trying to work his way in, all that stuff. I get it. I do get it. But right now, man, especially until the offense kind of gets clicking, everybody starts getting connected a little bit better, man, especially on the offensive end. It's being defense too. We're gonna need that Kyrie to help and carry a little bit, man, until we can kind of get everything, 100% with this team. And let me see one more person. Luka Doncic. Luka still looks a little flat, you know. He was not efficient tonight. Oh, he was efficient. He was efficient. I apologize. He was one shot away from 50%. I just didn't really feel Luka's impact today, man. Shout out to Dre because he said something I was kind of agreeing with. I felt like the way the Suns played defense on him today, it's like they were kind of wanting him to kind of shoot and just kind of close off everybody else. And it kind of worked. Luke got 40 tonight, man, but I feel like he could have got more. Was trying to force a lot of those lobs and stuff to the bigs that wasn't working, because I know he probably heard the conversations going around too. It's like, yo, it feel like teams are cutting off our lob game. And that was our bread and butter last year with our bigs. And it seemed to be some teams are kind of figuring that out. So Luka's gonna have to find a different way to get that part of our game going again. If that's him creating pressure on the defense to make the defense step up more on him, and then that opens up for the live game or whatever it is, man. We got to do a little bit more of the ball, the moving without the ball, as far as the backdoor cuts, backdoor screens, whatever it is, man. We got to do something, y'all. Got to do something to try to open the offense up to get ourselves easier buckets. And I think I hope they do. I hope they do. I'm willing to put King's House on it. I think they'll figure it out. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I don't think they're gonna be able to do it. I think they will. This team is too good. It's too good. Like Luka, Kyrie, Clay, them guys are too good, man. I think they'll figure it out. It's gonna take a little time. And I think this is one of those type of teams too, man. With these guys, they're gonna be one of those type of teams where it's like once they figure it out, kind of like what they did after the trade deadline. Once they figured it out, they went on that run all the way to the finals, man. Like once this team figures it out, they're going to be dangerous, and that's when the league needs to watch out. And so I think they'll figure it out, though, man. I think they'll figure it out. But yeah, man. Like I said, that's pretty much all I got, y'all. I ain't got too much, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not going kill the team too bad today. Like I said, two games already. Do I wish they were 2-0? Yes. Especially being the Suns, man. Y'all know I can't stand the Suns, man. I really wanted them to beat the Suns today. But it is what it is, man. But yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. I didn't even game ball. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Clay, man. I'm gonna give it to Clay, and then I'm gonna give it to Luka too, man. He did his thing on the offensive end, man. Like I said, he was stupid efficient. A couple of defensive laps, I kind of wish he kind of shared up there, but other than that, man, I got Clay and Luka being the players of the game for me, man, today. All right, y'all. I don't see any super chats in here, man, so I'm probably gonna call it a night. Like I said, I'm out here riding solo dolo, no king tonight, man. So I'm probably gonna call it no super chats. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna call it a night tonight, y'all. I definitely appreciate everybody rocking with your boy, man, while I roll solo dolo. I know it's a little late. I know the late games aren't fun. Shout out to our fans on the East Coast and beyond. I know it ain't easy for y'all either, man. So shout out to y'all, man, for staying up and watching the games and joining us here, man. We talk about the Dallas Mavericks because I know it ain't easy, y'all. I know it ain't easy. And I'm not even on the East Coast because like right now it's like 12 after 12:30 here where I am. So I definitely appreciate y'all, man. But listen, if you guys are into Dallas Maverick content, guys, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, man. If you want to join us here, man, we conversate more about the Mavs, man. We do post-game shows every game. And of course, if any news drop, man, any big news drop, we always talk about that too. Also, too, everybody hit that like button for me tonight, man. That'd be much appreciated, man. Please hit that like button. Also, too, man, if you guys want to become a member of the channel, simply hit that join button right there next to the subscribe button. We have our members only Fridays, every Friday here, y'all, for the members of the channel. But listen, it's a new season. If a game falls on a Friday, y'all, we have our members only post game shows, y'all, where the members will join us up here on the screen, man, and talk about the Dallas Mavericks and talk about what they thought of that game of that night, man. So it's just some of the perks. We had our giveaway here Friday for our first 3K. I think D-Star was the winner of the giveaway on Friday, man, for the members. So we definitely appreciate that. Help us get to our sixth goal of I guess the sixth goal is gonna be 5K, man. We're gonna do it BIG, man. You know what I'm saying? So 5K is gonna be our next goal. I know it's jumping a couple thou, but hey, go big, go home. You know how that goes. So help us get to our sixth goal of 5K, man. And once we get to 5K, that's when we're really gonna be giving out the giveaways and stuff like that, man. Like jerseys, replicas, authentics, all that type of stuff, man. So yeah, so go ahead and follow us, man. Follow us, like the video, become a member if you want to, man. Join us here on Fridays for our members only Fridays. I mean, like, hey, we still got a lot, man. We still got a lot. Got some more guests gonna be joining us here throughout the year. We got some things in in the works behind the scenes, man, that we're trying to make for you guys. There's just a lot of stuff going on right now, man. So join us here on this journey, man. Subscribe to the channel and hit that like button, man. But yeah, I think that's it for me, man. That's all I got. We'll be back tomorrow. The King will be back tomorrow too, y'all. So fingers crossed. No Kai, but fingers crossed that we get this dub tomorrow, man. It'll be a much needed dub. I think once if we get the dub tomorrow, I think a lot of people will forget about this game, man. You know how it is. What have you done for me lately? That's how a lot of people think. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, y'all, hopefully we get that dub tomorrow. We will be back tomorrow. Same regular time, probably about 10:30 p.m. Central time. 11:30 Eastern time. All right, for the post game tomorrow. Of course, y'all want to watch the game with us. Follow us on Playback. Or if you don't want to download the app, you can simply go to playback.tv, and we are under Glow Sun Production on playback.tv, or you just download the app, Playback app. But listen, man, with all that being said, yo, it is your boy Relle, man. Shout out to King out there, man. It is your boy Relle. We talk Mavs. We talk Dallas Mavs from a fan's perspective. We'll be back here tomorrow with King, man. Same Mav time, y'all. Same Mav channel. Go Mavs. And we out.